Hello, everyone. So glad to see you on our regular Python study jam on Monday. And today I have prepared one project, visualization with Python and Dash framework. I'm not that familiar with this framework myself, but we will try to figure out this together in case we have some problems, I hope. And if you are interested in some particular projects, let me know in the chat, or you can write in some social media platforms what projects you would like to work on in the next study jams. Otherwise, I will pick some projects myself. Hi, Lee. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Nice to see you. First, let me share with you the similar project, or what we are aiming to create today. Okay. Can you see my screen? So this is the application web page that was created by using Dash, Plotly frameworks, and it's an interactive way to visualize your data. So if I drag, for example, like this, or I choose a year, we will see that these colors will change and everything is interactive. I can choose different options like teen births per 1,000 or drug overdose mortality per 100,000, and it will change the map. Okay. And for this, you can use different kind of data, which can be stored in Excel file, in databases from SQL or other databases. But today we're gonna use Excel file, which you can download from this GitHub. I'll share this GitHub with you so you can navigate through this page yourself during this study jam, and maybe later on after this study jam if you're interested. And we are interested here in other folder, and let me check quickly. Maybe, oh, okay, Dash introductions, intro. Okay, so this file, CSV, which is familiar for you, we can duplicate this everything to our PC, but let's just download this CSV file. And you can see it's just a table with different states, year, and cause of the death. And this is the bee death. So they just collected information about the cause of bee death throughout different years. You can see here the death can be caused by pesticides, disease, some other things I'm not familiar, and it can be unknown or others. And we can see here colonies impacted and a state code. So we will just try to download this maybe. Okay. Let me see if we have a file. Okay. Let me just figure out how to download this. Okay. If I will not manage to download this separately, we will just copy this whole GitHub page to our PC. Oh, thank you, Abdullah. Okay, so you can find this file Abdullah shared in the chat. Thank you. Okay. How did you do this? I see, I see. Thank you. Okay, and we have a source code, which is saved in intro.py file, but we will just go through one by one what we're gonna do. Okay, so I have started this on my terminal, but if it's better, you can also run everything in your like Atom or PyCharm or other interfaces. But I'll try to do this in terminal. And first of all, we need to make sure we have libraries ready. So we need to download or install Panda if it's not installed yet. Pandas, Plotly, and Dash. And to do this, depending on your environment, you should use either pip install or if you use Conda's virtual environment like me, I just go to virtual environment and then install using Conda install. Let me know what works for you. If you have any problems, I'm just here updating my environment. Okay, so after we install this, so for example, okay, so here, for example, I installed maybe only Dash. Okay, so install Dash, it's done. So I'm good to go, I think. By the way, if you want to see this kind of visualization that we are trying to do today, we're gonna have different map, because this, as you can see, it's not about the bees, but it's similar thing. If you want to do this, there is a web page I'll share with you. Allows to load the page directly from the browser. You need to navigate. First of all, you need to install, as you are now installing Pandas or Dash or Plotly, you need to install it here in the terminal. For example, first, okay, so actually you can't see previous. So I used pip install Pandas, pip install Dash, and one more thing you need to install in this web browser is pip install. Let me find it. Dash. Okay, sorry, I need to look up for the code several times. Okay, so pip install Dash bootstrap component. So if we also need to install like this and press run. Okay, and once you run this, you need to go to dash2.py and then choose run Python file, and then you will see a link, this one, command press, and you will see the browser opening. Okay, have you installed required libraries or not yet? You can unmute yourself or write in the chat if you have installed. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead. Okay. Yes, yes. The Dash library, the pandas might be already there. Also, the this one, Plotly. You can just find installation guide here in this GitHub page. If you have already pandas, you don't need this. You need to install Dash and Plotly, this one. So I'll also install it on my PC, virtual environment, and we need to, I'm not sure if we need to mention the version, but I'll just try with version. Okay. Okay, while we are waiting, maybe we can start and just create a file. We will call it maybe. Okay. And first of all, we need to specify libraries that we're going to use, everything that we installed, like this. We import pandas, also from Plotly Express. From Plotly, we install Express and Graph objects. And from Dash, we import Dash, DCC, HTML input and output. Let me just explain, or I will run the YouTube video because I think the tutorial explains really well and concisely what is Dash and what are the key components for you to understand why we need these, what are important things to create this kind of visualizations and any other visualizations like bar tables, different maps, and other interactive data visualizations. Okay. Is what? Go. Okay. Let me just run this video.
Welcome back to Charming Data, everybody.
So I want to emphasize on the 3 components that you need to know about Dash. Let me find this part so we can do this quickly. Okay.
So the 3 pillars. 1, Dash components. Dash components are anything from the slider, the checkbox, the date picker, the dropdown. All these Dash components are components that you need.
Sorry, my computer might not stand
this. In order to create an interactive capability inside your data.
Sorry, let's start again.
So the 3 pillars. 1, Dash components. Dash components are anything from the slider, the checkbox, the date picker, the dropdown. All these Dash components are components that you need in order to create an interactive capability inside your data visualization dashboards. So for example, here, this is something we are going to do today. We're going to create a map connected to a dropdown. The dropdown here is considered a Dash component. You can find more information about the Dash components on this website, also below the video. Dash core components and Dash HTML components. I don't use a lot of HTML components. I'll use sometimes a button and I'll use the div. But most of the things you're going to learn in my tutorials and throughout this channel are the Dash core components. You'll learn about the dropdown. I have a video on that. We're going to have to use the DCC graph to put the graph in there. The radio items, the slider. There's many different components that we're going to review over time. Second, Plotly graphs. So Plotly graphs are graphs, charts, and other types of data visualization plots that allow the user to visualize data. So they range anywhere from the map box, the scatter plot, the line chart, the bar chart. All these different graphs you can actually find here in the 3rd or 4th link below the video. And this is the Plotly Python page where you can go and learn all the different graphs that you can create with them. They really have a nice library of graphs, so I recommend using them and learning how to code them. We are going to go into the maps and we're going to create the core plyth map today. So go into the maps here and click on this, and we're going to create this today. Third, the callback. This is one of the most important elements because the callback connects between the Dash components and the Plotly graphs in order to create an interactive capability. You can find more information about the callbacks here inside the basic callbacks in Dash. which is this link right here, also below the video. I would encourage you to read more about this after the video so you can understand more about it and try and manipulate and add more features to it. So one thing that is important to remember is that the components and the Plotly graphs are all going to go inside the app layout that we're going to look into very soon, very shortly. And the callback is outside the app layout. We're going to do a